Whip, 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 whip. Alright. Alright. So. Today we're gonna okay, I'm gonna revert the work I've done yesterday on the state machine. Not all of it, but just the inheritance part in the states. So I've already started. This one is good. Hello Mokratos Gaming, comment ça va? Ça va bien, ça va bien. Ok. Alors ce que ça donne. Ça va péter dans tous les coins. Pas tant en fait. Pas d'erreur. Waouh. Waouh. Y'a pas. Ok. Et le bug qu'il y avait de l'attaque là est pas résolu. Ah, mais parce que j'ai un breakpoint. Si, il est résolu. Ok. Invalid access property, ok. Hurt. Ah, mais ça c'est peut-être les chemins. On a base object of type node. Coucou, move state machine. Qui suis-je? Coucou, d'accord. Coucou, patrol state. Je vais voir si je peux augmenter la police de mon chat parce que je vois pas grand chose. Il y avait un settings. Vraiment là. Chat appearance. Ah, there you go. Cool. Quoi de neuf, Mokratos? Ok, le truc c'est que là j'ai deux state machines maintenant. Current state c'est patrol state. Ah mais il est mon week-end. Tu vas faire quoi? Au repos? Qu'est-ce que je vais faire moi ce week-end? Hmm, je sais pas trop. Comment ça se fait qu'il... Est-ce que c'est moi qui me serais planté dans les noms de script là? Donc move state machine. Move state. Ah oui alors lui il est un peu différent maintenant. Ah ouais, bon cool. C'est bien d'aller voir la famille. Ouais, là le truc c'est que j'ai deux state machines maintenant. Pour un personnage. Euh... J'ai en fait ça d'un côté. Pas que. Ah, c'est elle. Ça d'un côté. Et la move state machine qui fait ça. Sur le même perso. Donc j'ai une state machine qui s'occupe de faire transition entre idle, attaque des cônes et attaque du maillet. Et une state machine qui sert à déplacer. Faut que j'exécute les deux en parallèle. Donc j'ai attaque qui fait ça. Ah mais le hurt il va être où alors du coup? Peut-être plus dans le move en fait. Ou les deux ils ont un hurt. Ils ont probablement les deux un hurt. Ah, ok. This guy is calling the move state machine. No, the attack state machine. Ok. Right. Maybe peut-être qu'on a un problème là. So we have two state machines, two scripts state machines. This one is in this one. Let's see if both are called first. Voir si les deux state machines sont appelées. Ça c'est... Alors... Yeah, both of them are called. Les deux sont appelés move star, move state machine et attack state machine. Ok. This one is patrol and chase inside the move parent. This one is idle, mallet, cones, and hurt. Okay. Everything's fine up until there. So both are called on each frame, both state machines. Les deux sont appelés chaque frame. And when there's a hit or a hurt, what is happening on hurt? We call current state on hurt. My question is, do both state machines have their on hurt function triggered? On hurt. It looks like. Yeah, both of them are okay. I got it. Okay. Both state machines have their onHurt function called, but one of them does not have a hurt state. The move state machine does not have a hurt state, so that's why there's an error there. Ok. Donc en fait le bug c'est ça, c'est que les deux state machines sont appelées sur le hurt, et les deux vont essayer d'appeler le state hurt qui n'existe pas dans la state machine move, il n'existe que dans la state machine attack. So I need to decide whether or not I have two hurt states, one in each state machine, or only one, or I don't know. Faut que je décide si j'ai deux états hurt, un dans chaque state machine. The risk in having two hurt states for each state machine is that I do contradictive instructions at the same time. C'est quoi la meilleure solution? What's the best solution here? Wait, Cuckoo Patrol State. Actually, I don't need to call the unheard here. Unheard is called there, probably in each of those states in the attack state machine. Here and here. But those states don't need to call the unheard. I don't need it, actually. So, let's just comment that. J'ai qu'à le commenter en fait dans ces états là, j'en ai pas besoin pour l'instant. Ça c'est gérer qu'un seul endroit. Yeah, that works. Ok, ça marche. On va juste voir un petit peu là, si j'ai pas trop pété de trucs. Ça marche. Ça marche. Push back. Push back. Push back. Yeah, that works. So everything works now. But I have errors. What is it? Enable transitions is called twice. That's what this error says. So I started the timer while another one is running. Where have I the call stack? Airborne, falling state. Fall. Okay. Aye. Trying to look where the errors pop. Yeah, maybe. No, I can't reproduce the error. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'll continue. I can get rid of this log. Set machine 89 and push. So this bug is fixed. I can erase those lines, those commented lines. Was there, and there. Okay. I revert the inheritance. Okay. Wow. I'm writing the log commit message in Godot. I can merge this branch actually. But I need to close Godot, it's safer. There you go. So this one is fine. The rows using swim lanes. And that's what I do, buddy. Okay. Let's try to reopen the project and hopefully everything's fine. Right, let's run it. Cool. All right. Now, the other state machine, we need to handle the movement of the cuckoo. That's the whole point of having a separate state machine for the cuckoo. One is responsible for looping between different attacks, and the other one is responsible for moving the cuckoo. So this one is actually reverted, so I can just get rid of this task, probably. Go away. Now, adapt code to have parallel state machines. Okay. Patrol. So this state machine starts with the patrol state. Okay. And patrol state should call a move. A move function. In the update. Okay. So let's create that. I don't know if I need the delta parameter yet. We'll see. But just go with set velocity of 100. They're not moving. Is it cool? It is not. Okay, okay. let's see. Okay. So the controller itself does not call the update of the current state for each state machine. That's the responsibility of the state machine itself. Here on the process. There you go. Maybe it's not started. So when I enter this, but okay, that's not the state machine that starts the state machine, it's the controller actually. Here, probably. There you go. So this line starts the state machine, but it should check if there are multiple state machines and start all of them. And currently I only have one state machine. So instead of a state machine single var, I could turn that into an array of state machines here. Never remember what's the syntax for arrays. Typed arrays, okay. Array brackets. So if I do that, I should be consistent with the space bit before and after the colon. It bothers me. Probably this syntax, I don't know. What's the convention in Godot? That's not a semicolon, it's a colon, actually. No space before, one space after. Okay. Now we know. So this is written like this? Yeah, okay. But wait. And when you omit the type, you inferred. Don't know how to write infer type. Like var my float call 0. Okay. This one is not correct. It's like this. So I was good actually. Most of the time. Okay, so instead of doing this, I should do a loop for all the states. So for machine in state machines, I should rename it state machines with an S actually. And let's do that. And Yeah, that's what I've written here. And let's rename this like this. All words match case. Replace. There's a lot of them. Ah. The refactoring tool in Godot is just a nightmare. It's a simple find and replace text tool, so it's not usable most of the time. Okay. So if I can't do that, but I can probably do this. No. Ah, there you go. Like that, and then like that. And then let's rename this. Okay. Now I have a breakpoint in enter state. Cool. Nice. So that works. I have both state machines running here. Cool. It was actually quite easy. Cool. So now we can focus on move function. And the idea here is to have this sinusoidal movement like this. So up and down and horizontal movement. There's a tricky part for defining left and right boundaries, when to go the opposite way. But let's see. So the steps, I think I've written them at some point, but maybe I got rid of them. So the steps is in pseudocode. First dot to a direction. Let's say right, okay? So we have a direction, which is vector 2, right? Probably we'll need a speed somewhere, but I have speed in the stats. Here, max horizontal speed, I can use that. So I don't need it. And then so move until I reach the boundary. What does that mean? Means I need a total distance. This distance thing, that's the total distance the cuckoo can fly. So if it's 30, it's 15 one direction, 15 the other, if there are no obstacles. Okay. So I need a total distance. A patrol distance, actually. How can I call that? Export var total. Is it valid for? No, it's just valid for the patrol actually. Total distance. Let's say it's in pixels. 500, maybe 200. So maybe at start I could compute what are the boundaries given the walls and obstacles. So I don't need to recompute that every time. I can do that. I could do this. So we have a wall here, let's say. First case. First case, actually no walls, okay? There's the cuckoo. And at start, I just send a ray. That direction, 15 meters. That direction, 15 meters. And check if there's an obstacle. Okay. Now imagine there's a wall here. Let's put it at 5 meters-ish. Okay. So this is 5 meters. I get a collision at 5 meters. I'm wondering if I should also avoid overlapping multiple cuckoos. Because the wall is not moving, obviously, but if I don't want the cuckoos to go through each other, this technique doesn't work at start only, it should be done on process at every frame. On every frame. So it's really a developer choice. There's no right or wrong here. It's just I need to decide what's the behavior I want. And my question is, if I have multiple cuckoos, what happens? I have one here and one here. They're supposed to travel like 15 meters this direction, 15 meters, and the same for this guy. Do I want them to overlap and cross each other? Of this guy here and this one here at some point? Or do I want him, once he collide with this guy, to go the other way, and same for him? So they do like this. Je sais pas si je veux que les deux oiseaux ils rebondissent l'un contre l'autre ou si ils se traversent en fait. Mais le problème qu'il y a en plus de ça, c'est que there's one more question. Because those cuckoos are flying up and down. So there may be a situation where this one is here and the other one is just above or under. What do I do in this case? It probably won't happen a lot, but one time is enough to make me handle the case. The other thing is I probably won't put too many cuckoos on the same space. That's not the design of the game. It's more like a Blasphemous, where you have one or two enemies at the same time on the screen. So maybe I should not consider that now and just go ahead. So if we go back to this, I cast a ray at start to check for obstacles, and then I deduce. I have 5 meters on the left, so the 10 meters lost here should be added here. Okay, plus 10. Those 10s are going here. Let me grab some tea. And then I say that's your left boundary. So boundary is in yellow maybe. That's your left max position, and that's your right max position. So I have the total distance. I need to cast 2 rays in the enter state. Set left and right boundaries. So I need probably two vars here, one for left boundary. Or boundary left x. Well, I don't need to add the x, maybe it's clear enough. Boundary left, and it's a position, so it's in pixels, it's an int, and same for right. Okay. Set boundaries. Let's do that here for now. Okay, so set boundaries. I need to raise. Actually, I can use the same. Just I need to check both direction to determine if there are obstacles on the left or on the right. Check for obstacle on the left. Check for obstacle on the right. Okay, so if obstacle true, set left boundary to contact point. So at start, before doing that, left boundary is start position minus lateral distance divided by 2. Minus half. Okay. Total distance. Left boundary is start position minus half total distance. Then we check for the left. If we need to modify that or not, check for obstacle on the left. If obstacle is true, set left boundary to contact point. At that point, I could add the remaining of the collision to the right. So let's create another line here. If obstacle is true, set left boundary to contact point and set right boundary and add remaining collision distance, remaining distance to right boundary. And then we check for the right boundary. Actually, I could do this for the right too. Right boundary is start position plus of distance. I can probably do this. If obstacle on the left, set left boundary to contact point, add remaining distance to right. And the same for the right. If obstacle on the right, Set a right boundary to contact point, and it's finished. Yeah. So, let's do that. Let's boundary left equals position x equals where am I in the state? It's character controller. Position x minus total distance times 0.5. And for the right, it's the opposite. Boundary right. What I could do for debugging, I don't know if it's too much work, maybe it's not necessary. Is there a quick way to add visuals in the, like in Unity? Draw, cool. Nice. Hope it works. Um, ah, okay. Draw circle, no? Debug position, okay. Boundary left. What does he expect? A vector 2? Draw circle not found in base self. Official doc, please. Godot engine doc. Draw. It's shadow particles, Bezier curves and paths, creating 3D, custom drawing in 2D. Custom draw. Tracing Godot not to draw sprite. Let's see. Okay, draw. Draw texture. Draw line, draw rect. Rect could be fine. Where is the list of all the drawing shape? Drawing circles. Draw circle. So vector 2, a diameter, and a color. So, what does... It's not working. White, okay. Color. White. Function draw circle not found in base self. But I'm not in a node 2D, that's probably the issue. Yeah, should be in a node 2D. Control. I derive from state, which is a node only. Okay, never mind. Okay. It's too bad. Okay. Um, okay. Using a node type. So draw is not possible. Attach a child node. Create a helper node to the child. So I could add a node to the node, but not in the cuckoo itself, otherwise it will move when the cuckoo is moving. And so the question is, where do I put this? New world? That bothers me a bit. But that's something I probably will, that will be helpful for any of my NPCs, so could really be a good idea to find a solution to represent the boundaries of the NPC. Or I could draw a bounding box actually. But again, it needs to be outside of the NPC's tree. Okay. Maybe. Question. Let's try something. If I had a node here and area 2D, collision shape, let's take that, and let's use I don't know. So if I do this, yeah, okay, let's get rid of this because it's not working. I want to check if the box is not moving, actually. Should not. Yeah. Where are they? Interesting. Maybe it's at 0, 0. Yeah, that's probably it. So if that's the boundaries, and this boundary has to, let's see, that's just a node actually. 2D node to be able to draw. Mm. And this guy, okay. Let's call it circle. Add a script to this guy in utility or maybe UIs. Debug sprites, resources. I don't have a utility script. Okay, let's create one. Here's okay. Class name utils. Wow. Okay, there's a global utils class already. Actually, there's already one here. Okay. Get code controller in power. Point signal connections. Cool. Okay, I can put it there. It's just weird I've chosen the resources folder. put it. Anyway, let's get rid of that and use this one. Func. How do we call it? It's print NPC print boundaries, something like this, or show boundaries. There's no, yeah. No, let's call it boundaries. NPC boundaries. Okay. Here I can find draw. What's the? Is it like this? Yeah. And here I have the circle instruction. Let's try this one. Okay. So if I run that, okay. So I'm mixing things. It's not good. Where is this script? Does not exist actually. Let's redo it. Boundaries. So NPC boundaries, and let's put that in scripts. Okay, and generate from node 2D. And let's start. Get power out. Position. Can I do this? It has no position. It's not a 2D. It's not a node. It's not a drawable node actually. Okay. So position X. I'll need the controller. It's like this. Okay. Okay, it works. Is there an equivalent for just the outline? Draw circle, draw arc. Field is true. Ah, okay. After color I can say false. And let's choose a red one. But it's not visible. Okay. Diameter could be a good thing. Circle diameter. Let's take, I don't know if it's in, it's 9. Okay, let's take 5. And maybe color could be also something customizable. Okay. Okay. So I need 2 circles. Left. Boundary. Position. Vector 2 and right boundary. Okay. So I have 2 circles to draw. One is for left boundary position and the other one right boundary position. So how do I set those values now? From this guy. I'm here. At the end I need to use those boundaries and put them in the debug thing. So this status now is not aware of the boundaries and circle thing. So they need a reference to them. Or maybe they can just emit a signal, and if this guy is there, it will listen to it. That way I'm not forced to use those boundary stuff in every NPC if I don't need them. So, but that should be character controller directly that emits the signal. So here I can say, let's create a new signals here in the character controller. Maybe it's only for NPCs, it's not for everyone, but player has no boundaries. It's the only one, probably. Or maybe not. Yeah, let's create that in character controller. I have a signal. Boundaries. Boundaries is not precise enough. It's not descriptive enough. It's the movement boundaries, something like this. Let's ask ChatGPT. Give me a good name for naming a var that represents the boundaries where an NPC can move within its left and right max positions. Patrol, yeah. What bothers me with patrol, it will be used for attack too, and I have a state named patrol and one called attack, so there may be a confusion here. Maybe move is enough. Patrol bounce, move max. Okay. Move boundaries. Let's call it like this. With left. Choose a position. And pixels and right. But it's like an incentive, like movement boundaries. Movement boundaries. Okay. So here I could use the character controller dot movement boundaries dot emit with boundary left, boundary right. Okay. And this one is listening. So at least it should have the... I have it, the character controller, okay. Movement boundaries connect. On movement boundaries. Left, right. And here I just say actually I need vectors. Okay, so in the controller, should be an error. Where is the emit? Actually, this is not the responsibility of the patrol state to do this. It's the controller. Yeah. Doesn't. Okay. Let's move that to the controller. Okay. Maybe I don't even need the direction. I could use the is looking right flag. Total distance, I need that. So here I need this. This one probably not, but boundary left, boundary right. Total distance is not clear enough, I should name it. Total movement distance, something like this. And this is mostly used for NPCs. Okay. So in the enter state, set boundaries is not here. This is now the character controller. Boundary left and right is not the name. Boundary left, boundary right. Ah, sorry, total distance. Movement. Okay. Cool. Okay. So the controller at start sets the boundaries, emit a signal, and if there is a this debugger thing node, he will listen for the signal and draw the boundaries. Cool. So now there should be an error. There is, because I'm using int and vectors. Yeah. So probably this guy is a vector too. which creates this issue. How do you say vector 2 position x minus this position y and plus, okay, like this. Ouch. Where are they? Position x plus total movement distance times. Maybe I should reduce this. Total movement distance. Say 10. No, they're not here. What is the boundary left and right? Values. Boundary left. Boundary right. I have 2 cows? Ah no. Cuckoo 4. Minus 16. 802. Seems okay. See again, cuckoo 4. Left. So X should be position of the cuckoo at start. But it has moved, so I guess it's minus 16. Minus half of the distance, which is... oh no, it's correct. Which is 10, so it's 5. Minus 11 minus 5 equals minus 16. So that's correct. And minus 16, 802. I should see it. I don't get why I don't see it. Or is it moving with it? No, it's not. Is it, do I connect correctly to the signal? Maybe it's that. So in cuckoo patrol, no, in here, do I go, yeah, this one is called, should be 0 if the callback is not used. Let's see if it's, yes, it hits the callback. So left is minus 16, 802, and right it's 6, so minus 11 plus 5, 6, it's correct. So both boundaries are correct. Draw circle left boundary. Circle diameter is 5 and red. And I should hit this row, yeah, every time. But I don't hit. It's not gold anymore. What? Let's put 50. It's gold only once. Why is that? So width is only effective if further disposed. Okay. Curious. I don't get why it's not working. Let's see. I think I get it. It's relative to my position. Yeah. That's why I only need the x value as an int and not a vector too. Okay. So it's position x minus thing blah blah blah. Cool. This one is like that. Let's revert the vector2 to int. And this thing is like this. The signal itself should be int too. And in the this guy, I can keep it as a vector too actually. No, make no sense. Int on boundaries left, right, bim bim bim. So it's vector2 is, yeah, vector2 position this on X and position Y. And same for this one, except it's right. Okay. Going left, -16. Minus... What is this 16? Is it pixels? Yeah. It's not pixels, it's... I place an object. If I put this guy on -16, it's there. So it's really close. It should be visible. But maybe... What am I missing? If I put 0, it's correct. But -16, I don't see that circle anymore. Let's double check, but... So this works. So this should be the same as 0, 0. Correct. And then if I put -1, understand? Works. So -16 should be fine. It is. So what's the difference? Is it the Y position? Ah, it's 0 there. Sorry. Yeah, because it's 800 and it goes out of the sky. Okay. So they are the two circles, they're very close to each other, but it works. So now, if I put, let's say, 10 diameter circle and in the character controller, the total distance, total movement distance is like 300 maybe. And let's deactivate other cuckoos. There you go. So I have 2 cuckoos, and these are the boundaries. But I'm missing one, am I? I could put the name of the... because it's very hard to determine. Text, is there a text tool? Label? Something? Drawstring. Nice. It's character controller name. No, what is it? The first font, sorry. Label font. Ah. Okay. Bound. Alors là, il faut faire un preload. Let's call it label font to match the already existing thing here. Label font, okay. Color. I don't pass a value of top color as a horizontal alignment. Okay. Here is character controller name, and the next argument should be an alignment. Is there something left? No. Okay. On position text. Alignment. Width. Font size. On position text. Alignment. -1. And font size. There's no color. Let's take 12. And for the position, it's this. Kaku 4, nice. So if it's written before, it goes behind. So let's do this. Cool. Cuckoo 4 left and right, and cuckoo 3 right, so the left is not visible, it's on the left. Okay. So here I could probably use the center. Doesn't change anything. What's this one again? Width? Let's change that. Whoa. Width. Ah, okay. I wish it was centered, the label with the circle, but it's enough for first version of it. Okay. So back to the boundaries stuff here. So this is correct. Now I need to cast the rays to see if there are obstacles. For that I will need 2 rays, left ray, or maybe one is enough. No, 1 ray is enough. Ray cast 2D. Ray position equals position. Ray length. Look. Ah, that's cool. Look at the point. Boundary left. Ah, it's a vector too, okay. Should be a length somewhere. Okay, I need to instantiate it. Or what? Ok. Position and target position, d'accord. Position. Let's see. Array target position equals this. And for color and direction normalized times length. Okay. I guess it's just the first frame, so it's very hard to see. Maybe I should break. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's relative to the recast position. So why should I normalize it? Again, erase destination point. So I can't see it, but yeah, okay. So to detect collision, enabled. I could add the array as a child too. Okay, let's get enabled. Enabled is true, and add child. Call deferred array. So now if I pause and go to C in the cuckoo, there's a recast. Okay, cool. Just wonder why we don't see it, but it's because it's child of the cuckoo. So it went away with it, but maybe I should deactivate the movement for now. Cuckoo. Move speed. Zero. Am I setting the velocity? Ah, yeah. What if I don't do this? What is this? But it should not be character control position. It's boundary left position. Okay, let's create a position. Var boundary left position equals this. And yeah, okay. Now it works. Cool. But this is wrong. Is it wrong? Yeah, it is. It's not from the boundary position, it's from the player. Yeah. Why does that not work? Where's my array? Yeah. I should not add child like this, because the array will be... Actually, it's not true. I should add the array to the circle. No, to me. To me. So that's true. Ah. Okay. And now if I put the movement back, here. Okay. 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 Let's put a red one, but we won't see it anyway, so because it's just valid for the first frame. Then I get rid of it. So I created an array. Okay. I need to test the collision. Test collision with arraycast. What is it? Hit? Okay. Should print no collision. No collision, okay. But if I add a wall in my world, Yeah, let's add a wall. Like here. Okay. It's on layer 2, undetected by player. I should add a new mask hurtbox. Enemy. Okay, so array mask, collision mask. How do you set that up? Default 1, okay. Let's put 2 here. No collision. Uh, 2. Maybe I should check the collide with areas. No collision. Back in a few seconds. Back. Okay. So I need to detect the collision. It's not working for now. Area 2D is on layer 2. So my array needs, and it detects player. Ah, yeah, but value 1. Um, Collider, Ragged Collider. Collision points. Should I do a force recast, something like this? Oh, what? Set boundaries condition is inside tree is true. What does that mean? Ah, maybe it's before the thing is added to the tree. Okay. Should probably not do that. So why is it not colliding? It's probably due to mask layers and stuff like this. Let's see, Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Oh, player actually has a pushback ray on layer mask 2. Collision mask. So collision mask is set to 2. And collide with areas bodies. Bodies. But I think it's already true. Let's see. Cuckoo 4 recast. It's on mask 2. Collide with areas and bodies. Yeah. So why isn't it detecting the wall? Let's check the player's recast. How is it set up? Pushback ray on layer 2. It's the same. I don't get why it's not working. But This one is called only once. Yeah. Maybe the race is fired before the wall is ready. Let's try something. No collision. No, it's not that. Let's create another shape, maybe in the world. Another area. The collision shape, which is rounded. Distinguish it. And like this. Okay. No collision. The physics layers. This collision object scans. Object A can detect a contact with object B only if object B is in any of the layers that object A scans. Okay. Donc lui, so if this circle needs to detect the ray should be in a layer that the mask detects. So the ray is in mask 2, is in layer 2. So this should work. Don't get why it's not working. We don't get it. But maybe as it starts already, yeah, colliding with the object, it's not. Maybe it's this. There's a property called inner something. Convex. I don't remember. It from inside. This one. Oh. True, the array will detect a heat when starting inside shapes. In this case, the collision normal would be not of a concave polygon shape. try something. Cuckoo petrol state set velocity to minus 20. Start it on the right and see what happens. So the ray is not there anymore. Where is the... How do you give an array? Set collision mask value. Set collision mask value. Sure. My ray has disappeared. No, it's not there. It's that short. Bing. It turned red, so it's in collision actually. It's the script itself that is not correct. What is this? I don't get why it is so short. I mean, because it's from the object to the cuckoo left, but cuckoo left is not properly placed. This? It's in collision. Yeah, it works. So this is the issue. Is this? Depends whether an object is intersecting with the raised vector considering the vector length. Yeah. With collision debug on in Godot editor, I can see the array is turning red, meaning it's colliding, but my code does not enter the is colliding condition. Really? Yes, it is true. Removing it. All this before checking collision. But this causes an issue, so can try again, but yeah. Because it's call deferred, or let's try to add it right away. Now it works. Okay. Ooh. Maybe even without this it works. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Okay, it works. Ray hit area 2D. Okay. So let's get rid of this one and keep this one. Ray hit. Okay. Collider. Oh. I can call that wall. Wall debug. Ray hit wall debug. Okay. So now I need the distance that is lost after the collision, or the length of the collision itself. So if I do ray position x minus collision point, what have I done? Collision point x. It's 91. Given that the ray is 200, how long? 150. The point is at minus 150. So Koku 4 is at 18. And a wall is at minus 115. So it's 90-ish something. So that looks okay. If I go here, it should be near 0. Yeah, it's 7. Okay. If I go at the edge of the arrow, no collision. It's very close. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So left boundary Position is... Actually, I just need to modify the X value. Let's see, what is this value? Looks right on the, let's see, on the wall. If I put it there, no, does not work. So it's minus this. Ah, okay. Oh. Is it absolute or collision point? Get collision point at which door intersects in the global coordinate system. Okay. Origin point. Ah, if it's inside, this function will return the origin point of the ray, which is not good. Really? The 101? Let's just get the collision point. It's the same. It's absolute. That should work. Maybe it's in the... position. Is it absolute position or? Minus 101. Minus 101. Where is it? Oh yeah, the Y is okay. But other than that, it's perfectly the collision point. Oh, what happened? El Bidoo, thanks for the follow, welcome in. So it seems the collision point is correct. But then the circle is not placed on the right spot. Why is that? Left boundary position. Minus 101. Draw circle at minus... Is it? Position. It's offsetted. I don't know why. And it's not even offsetted. Probably it's completely wrong. If I move the this guy, let's say here. Yeah. Or maybe... No, will not work. Hey, what's meant by Mario-Blasphemous-Elden Ring? Like, it's for the combat mechanics mainly. So it's like it's a platformer. I can show you, but it's in the middle of something. Hopefully it works, kind of. Yeah. No, I broke everything. It's a platformer, and it's like Blasphemous in a sense where you don't have that many enemies at the same time on the screen. You mainly fight one or two of them, maybe three at the same time. So yeah, you're not invaded by plenty of enemies, and you have a dash, which is like the roll in Elden Ring to avoid to be invulnerable for a few frames. And every time you decide to hit, it will cost you time. It takes time to hit, so it's a risk and reward situation, like in Elden Ring or Blasphemous. It's not like if you've played Hollow Knight. It's actually a bit like Hollow Knight too, but Hollow Knight is more nervous, I guess. So yeah, those comparisons are really about combat mechanics and the feeling of the combat themselves, where you don't mash buttons like a fool. You take your time. You try to get what is the pattern of your enemy and hit at the right moment. But why is my controller not working anymore? Uh-huh. What have I changed? Ah, it's the state machine. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a refactoring. For the first time, I have an NPC. So this Koku, this flying house, has two parallel state machines, and that's the first time in my game. So I need to adapt the whole architecture. Okay. So now I have an array of state machines. Entering state machine, attack, entering state machine, move. Cool. So this is okay, and then in the process, maybe. Ah. I know. The reference is broken for every character controller, as it's been turned into an array. I lost the state machine here. Yeah. So this one is this one. Yo, sorry. This guy. And should work. Yeah, it works. So yeah, I can show you a little bit more now. It's the start of the project, by the way. It's my first project in Godot, so for now I've implemented the main character. It's not finished, but it's in a good. It's on its way. And I have, let's say, 3 enemies. Actually 2. One is just for debugging purposes, but maybe I will leave it in the game. I don't know, but I have 3 enemies, and I'm looking toward having a first game loop. But for now, the cat can just walk, run, dash. That's the invulnerable thing. So during the spin move, he can't be touched, and he can have a heavy attack or a small attack. So the small is like this, and the heavy is like that. I have bugs, and let me quickly fix the cow because it also lost his state machine. Yeah, the other enemy is a cow. This guy, it's not finished. You see, those kind of slow, hard attacks are inspired from Blasphemous or Elden Ring boss NPCs. And he can grab the edge, go up. He has wall jumps, and yeah, stuff like this. I've implemented a pushback effect too. That's broken, but yeah, you got it. Okay. Okay. Grab. Okay, I should note. Let me create a task for this. It's character controller. Okay. So let's finish the patrol distance task. Character controller. Set boundaries. So we were there. So the collision point is right, but the circle is not placed properly. It should be on the edge of this cyan box, by the way. It should be where the collision is between this arrow and the edge of the box. See here. And it's there. So the whole purpose of what I'm doing is to place two boundaries for an NPC that he will use to travel back and forth. The red circle, you mean? You can draw you. Yeah, let me redraw it. So imagine this is the flying thing, the NPC, okay? At start, I need to determine how far he can go left and right. So ideally, if there are no obstacles, he will go as far as I told him to go. For instance, the cuckoo, I set his total travel distance, total movement distance to 300. So he will split this 300 into two parts. One to go left by 150 and in the other direction 150. That's the ideal case. But sometimes there will be walls or obstacle on its way. So I need to adapt those two boundaries represented by the red circles in Godot. So this one will go here, and this lost distance here should be reported here. So this guy should be here at the end. to have the 300 distance, total distance. And the worst case scenario is where I have two walls. And in this case, I should have this guy is here and the right one is here. And I can't go 300 distance total, but it's like that. So I've added a debugger thing to visualize where the boundaries are. It won't be shown in a real game, but it's for me for developing. So those are the boundaries, Koku left and Koku right. And as you can see, I've placed a temporary wall, the cyan box here. So this red circle should be perfectly aligned with the side of the right side of the box, and it's not. Oh. The thing is, this value is correct, minus 101. If I simulate a new object with this value, it's the right position. 101. So why my circle is not drawn at this location is the question. MC boundaries. Line 28. So I get the right value, 101 minus 101, which I use to draw the circle, but it's not working. Let's try something. Create node at left boundary. I don't know if it's the draw circle that I don't get or if it's something else. I try to figure out. So var temp node equals of type node 2D new. And temp node add child temp node, maybe temp node position it to 2.0. What does that do? So let's give it a name. It should be easier to see him in the tree. Node name. It's Mm-hmm. So I'm on the NPC boundaries. NPC boundaries. It's this guy. Here is the temp node, but I can't see it in the world. Let's see something else. What's the position of this red circle on the left? Well, I can't see it actually, it's not a node, it's drawn. Okay. So if I do not 0 but left, left and 0. Minus 101. That's correct. Shape. How to specify this? Oh, I see it. And it's wrong. Has the same issue. If I go global, How come I don't see it? It's out of the screen probably. Hmm. Interesting. So it's here. If I move slightly this box, it's centered again. Okay. So that's what the duck says actually. Aha. This one, get collision point, returns the collision. Uh, um, if hit from inside is true, which is the case, and the restarts inside the collision shape, which is the case again, this function will return the origin point of the array. But it's not the case. And if I start... Okay. If anyone has a hint here. It's always the middle of the box instead of the border. And in the other hand, the value is correct. Minus 174. I check this in the world. It's not correct anymore. Let's see. It's minus 120. It's correct. It's the border of the shape. So why the circle is not drawn here and it is drawn here instead? Left boundary position, NPC boundary is 28. Here I got the right value, which I used to draw the circle, and it's not in the same place. Is it because it's inside at the start? I could. What is your draw function called? NPC boundaries on my Koku. I have a 2D node here which has the script where the draw function is called. But it's a child of boundary, which is a node type, and node types do not have a transform property. I've done that to avoid the circle to move with the Koku as it's moving. And those type of nodes. I don't know if you know Godot, maybe I'm explaining things you already know, but those white circles do not move. I mean, they are not dependent, they have no transform position, etc. Why do I do that? I don't remember. Okay. I could ask ChatGPT, I'm not sure It will help me, but let's see. Allez. Hmm. Jeez. Thanks ChatGPT. Okay. So what's the explanation again? It's a matter of global and local coordinates. And you're drawing in local coordinates. Okay, so the draw circle is local. It's not global. And why the documentation is never saying that? Coordinates. So it's local to the canvas it lives in. This is not very clear to me. I mean, when you go here, draw the circle. It's never said that it's local or global. Okay. Okay. So now that it works, we need to do this. Add the remaining distance to the right boundary. 96 minus 96, so the difference is half of my total distance minus the left boundary. So it should be distance to report to the right is boundary this minus total movement distance times 0.5. Right is. Salut, ouais, faut manger, ouais. J'aimerais juste finir ça, ça m'énerve. Ça m'énerve. Distance report. Ok. Hmm. Ah, sorry. Hmm. 53. What? Okay. 53. Plus 96. 54 plus 96 is 150, which is correct. This value should be added to the right boundary. Eh mais Blast, ça fait un mois déjà que t'as subscribe ton truc? Déjà? Waouh! Joyeux anniversaire, hein, merci encore. Bon, si tu pouvais arrêter de faire ça là, ça serait bien. Je pense que c'est juste du bug de... Voilà, merci. Ok, donc maintenant tout ça c'est bon. Donc, boundary right. Is already computed. Just need to add the this thing, not really, this thing. Difficile à dire hein, si ça a marché, mais en fait, si je pourrais faire, on va prendre lui. Donc on a 150 plus la position du coucou qui est 94. Donc ça, c'est 94 plus 96, 179. Player position. Player, sorry. It's Goku 4, it's not player. It's correct. Okay, so it seems to work. And the last case is where I have two walls that will shrink the total distance. So I add this one here. Okay. This one, this red circle should stick here. So I need to change the target position. Force a new recast, maybe? And do the same thing. But I don't do this. But let's see if there's a collision. Actually, it should just be fine. Let's see. Yeah! Cool. So now I need to just patrol between those 2 points. So when I reach the left circle, I invert the speed and vice versa. So it's in patrol state. Move. No sound? Ah, you had no sound. Okay. Yeah, I fixed it. It's it was collision detection uses a global coordinate system where the drawing circle function uses a local coordinate system. So all I've done is transform the local to global. Thanks to ChatGPT, this function. That's cool. Now both circles are correctly placed on the left and on the right. If there are 2 walls, it shrinks the whole total distance. And I just need to invert the speed when I reaches those points. So if my position is further on the left than the left boundary, I should just go with a positive speed. And same. I'm not sure it works. Go to the left. Let's see something. Sorry, it's this one. And if I move the walls like this, okay, there's an offset, but it works basically. I can get rid of this recast after the start. I just need it at start. Or maybe I will need it if my walls are moving. Or if I want to bounce against other things than walls, like other NPCs or stuff. But yeah, works. So I need to fix the offset. We are good. I don't really get why does this offset, where does it come from? Ah. No. I don't know. But we'll check that later. I need to eat something. So parallel state machines is done. And it works. I can already push this. Do, 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 do. $966 character controller. Can get rid of the prints here. 226 character controller. Just checking if it works. Okay. NPC boundaries 28. Okay. Cool. Right. So thanks everyone for visiting and chatting. I'm gonna stop here for this morning. So I'll probably be back tomorrow morning, maybe this afternoon. I'll see. I want to go ride my bicycle a bit. Make sure you follow or you check the Discord if you want to be notified. There's the link in the chat. I tend to post a message before streaming in Discord. And yeah, let's see if we can ride someone. Cool. Bye bye, Albidoo. Bye everyone. See you.